Three, two, one. We're live. You have supernatural powers. Hello and welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm live on 3 places today, and I am so excited. I have some really super exciting things that are happening in my life, and I have like 18 more days before I can share those things with you. But now I want to talk to you about tapping into the superconscious mind. That's right. It is time for you to learn how to tap into your superconscious mind, your supernatural powers. And today I am sharing with you all about how the superconscious mind works, how it is the source of insight, how it is the source of intuition and inspiration. It is the most powerful part of your mind. So today you're going to learn how to access your superconscious mind, your supernatural powers, and discover your deepest wisdom and help you to solve problems and be able to make more informed decisions. So, hello, powerful manifestors. I am Victoria Marie Gallagher, Law of Attraction hypnotist and #1 best-selling author of that book, Practical Law of Attraction. And I am here to help you tap into that power of your mind and align yourself with the manifesting conditions and successfully attract your dreams, your goals, and a life you love. So be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, click the bell icon, and let's get started. So happy Friday for those of you who are watching me here right now live on Facebook. For those of you who are watching the replay in YouTube, go ahead right now in the comments. Actually, let me pull up my comments. In the comments, I want you to type in live, #live if you're watching here with me on Facebook. And if you are watching the replay on YouTube or Facebook, then type #replay next to any of the comments. All right, so let's get into the meat of today's session. So what is the superconscious mind? You've definitely experienced moments where you've been in touch with the superconscious mind, but I want to explain a little bit about what it is. If you've ever read the book, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill in that book talks about infinite intelligence. And so it is synonymous ultimately with infinite intelligence. It's also been referred to as universal intelligence or the collective consciousness. It is the place where psychic people go and get their information. It is the place where all of the great inventors of our time received the information, the answers to the questions that they were asking. It's where, a lot of times when you have your dreams and all of a sudden you're filled with all kinds of new insights or dreamy new ideas, that is you tapping into the superconscious mind. If you've ever had an experience where you knew that somebody, you were thinking about somebody and then all of a sudden they call you or they show up on your Facebook, that was an experience of you tapping into the superconscious mind. So it's important to understand that the superconscious mind, there's 3 levels to your mind. You have your conscious mind. It's the part of you that's watching this video, that's really thinking about things, that's logical, that's analytical, that can add and subtract and remember very short-term things. Then you have the much deeper part of you, the emotional part of you, the creative part of you, the part of you that's responsible for all of your long-term memories, your habits, your programs, all of that is your subconscious mind, okay? And then the absolute most powerful part of our mind. And when I say our mind, because it's a shared mind, it's not your mind, it's our mind. And that is the super conscious mind. And it's where all the minds are connected. As a matter of fact, I have this diagram here in my book, okay, that shows you. So you have the super conscious mind is that big cloud up there, and then you have all of the other minds are connected to that cloud. So when I think of a thing, and that thing that I'm thinking of is just energy. It's just energy, and that thought is out there. That thought is not just in my head, but it's in the whole universe, that thought, whatever it is that I'm thinking. And then your mind, maybe you're coming up with an invention, or maybe you're trying to think about something and you have a problem and you need a solution to that. Well, because maybe I've thought about that before, I've come up with some kind of a mundane, random thought. All right. You're able to, there's all of that energy, all of the thoughts that have ever been thought, they're out there, they're available. It's a data bank that we all have access to, this energy. So that is what the realm of the super conscious is. It's the collective consciousness, it's the collection of everyone's thoughts, everyone's feelings, everyone's vibrations, everyone's energy. It's all out there, and it's available for you to tap into. It is like basically a data bank of every thought that's ever been thought. So if somebody across the world has had a thought and you never thought that before, and that thought happens to be the answer to a question that you have, you can tap into that. And so it's really, really good to understand that you have access to that. It's not just what's contained in you. I mean, where do you think ideas actually come from? You know, they're come from somewhere. And so they come from this place called our superconscious mind. And so you've already had many experiences of tapping into the superconscious mind. You tap into the superconscious mind when you're in the flow state, when you're feeling inspired, when you're receiving brilliant ideas, when you have a sudden boost of clarity, when you have feeling, some sort of intuition. You just know that something is going to happen. Those are some of the ways that you are tapping into the super conscious mind. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question. Now here's the thing, you have to understand that when I ask you a question, you're here watching this with me right now because you want to change your life. You want something to improve in your life. And so when you watch this video, when you're watching this video, I'm going to ask you to do things. I'm going to ask you to take very small actions in your life. And I'm here to tell you, if you're not willing to just get outside of yourself and do little simple things like make a comment, leave a comment, or leave a like, or share a video, that's an action that you're taking. Then there's no chance that you're going to achieve your goals. Okay, I'm just telling you that right now. If you're not willing to take even the smallest little action on something, then you're kind of telling yourself that the goals that you have, the reason why you're watching this, is just not important. So I'm going to ask you right now to leave a comment. And the comment that I want you to leave right here is, tell me some way, based on what I've already talked about so far, okay? Tell me some of the ways that you have already experienced tapping into your super conscious mind. And a couple of the ways, like I mentioned before, you get some kind of an inspired idea out of the blue. Somebody calls you that you were just thinking of. You all of a sudden have ultra clarity on something. You suddenly just have a loss of time and you just feel like you're in the flow state. Those are just a few ways, just a few examples to let you know how you have been tapping into the super conscious mind all along. Or maybe you just start to, you maybe start to speak in ways that are not, you're not even really using your vocabulary. Many times when I'm sitting with a client in a hypnosis session, and I'm giving them the suggestions, and I'm talking to them, or I'm asking them questions. A lot of the things that come out of my mouth during those sessions, I'm like, whoa, where did that come from? Like, that's not even part of my vocabulary. That's not even the way I normally phrase things. Those aren't words that I normally use. Like, where did that come from? Well, where it came from is their super conscious mind, all right, is delivering the words that they need to hear through me. It's channeling that information through me. So you become a channel. So I need you to write in the comments below right now. What are some ways that you know that you've experienced yourself being in touch with the super conscious mind? Okay, and I'm going to play the dorky Jeopardy music here, and I'm going to wait because sometimes there's a little delay on Facebook. So I'm going to do the da 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 da. Da 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 dum 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 dum. Waiting for your comment. Da 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 da. If you're sitting there and you're waiting for somebody else to comment, I want you to take a look, because that is how you do your life. You're a player in your life, or you are a spectator watching to see what everyone else does. So I encourage you, if you're watching this right now, type in the comments below, what are some ways that you have experienced being in tune with and receiving information from your super conscious mind? And go ahead and write those comments below in the box. Okay, and I'm gonna wait. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Okay, we are moving on. That was a missed opportunity for those of you who didn't take it. And you can always come back and comment later on. All right, so here we're going to get into a technique that you can use to connect with your super conscious mind. And this is a wonderful technique that is going to help you to get access to information that you may not already know. You see, in order to create or do anything new in your life, in order to have anything new in your life, it's going to require you to think in new ways, to behave in new ways, to feel in new ways. If you wake up and you feel the exact same way, and you have the same thought day after day, and you do the same thing day after day, guess what? You're going to have the exact same thing. And so this is going to help you to figure out, to understand what it is that you need to, maybe there's some sort of action, some sort of inspired action that you need to take. And this is going to help to give you that information. That's where people of greatness ultimately get all of their information. So here's how it's done. This is a really, really fun technique. I actually do have a full hypnosis session, and we go in and we do this during our manifesting challenge, and I actually talk about this in my book, but I'm going to give you the nuts and bolts of how to do it. And the way that you do this is, it's called the laboratory. Okay, this is called the laboratory. And this is what you do is you close your eyes, you go into a meditative state, you go into hypnosis, and you allow yourself to form some sort of a place. Maybe it's in nature, or maybe it is, in your house, wherever, but you just tap into your imagination and you create this environment, this space. And you allow all of these things, the doors, the walls, the floor, the ceiling, you just allow all these things to come into fruition. And then in this space, it's just like it's your house, a creative laboratory. And inside your house, you may have some sort of a desk that you sit at, or you may have, couches, or you may have, some place where you sit and you do your work. And in your laboratory, you can have all sorts of tools that you can use if you are wanting to heal something. Okay. You could literally have your favorite healing modalities in that room. You could have lotions and vitamins, and you have access to everything in there. Maybe it's some sort of oils or whatever. I mean, it could be something you've never even thought of before. And so you have all of those things in there. You have books. You have access to the Google supercomputer. You have all kinds of tools at your disposal inside this place. Whatever you can imagine, and the more you can really turn up your vivid imagination, the better this works. And so you just go into this place and you invite any type of problem that you're having that needs a solution. How do I grow my app? How do I grow my business? What are some ways that, how can I create this new product? Or what is the next product that I should create? Or how can I get healed in my relationship? Any problem that you're having right now, any obstacle that is in your life, you bring this question into this room and you use one of the tools in there. Say that, when you go into this place, you just can type into the Google supercomputer that you may have in there, or you find a book and you just thumb through the book and you just open the book. And of course, you're using your imagination, and then you open the book and there is the answer in that book. Or another thing is that you may invite advisors into the room to come and help you. For example, if you want to figure out, how do I become the best public speaker, then you might invite somebody who's really good at that, Brendan Burchard or Tony Robbins, or somebody who's like amazing that you look up to, and you just invite them in and you sit them down and you pick their brain and you ask them questions, and you have access to all the most brilliant minds in the universe when you're in this place, your breakthrough laboratory, and you're going to have a breakthrough. Now, you may not have a breakthrough while you're sitting and doing the work in there. It may happen there, but understand that sometimes there is a delay in getting the answers to the things that you have questions about. And so you bring your question in there, you ask it. If nothing happens while you're in the process, that doesn't mean anything. You may get those answers 5 minutes later after you come out of your meditation. You may get those answers in a dream. You may get those answers the next day. Somebody else may come to you with that answer. You might see the answer on a billboard. You might see it in a commercial on TV. You might read it in a book. What's happening though is, see, now that you have put the information out there into the universe, all right, the universe is ultimately going to send the information back through your subconscious mind and deliver that to you in a way that you can understand and comprehend it. So isn't that cool? Type in the comments, that is so cool. Type in the comments, wow, that is amazing. And let me know in the comments, how do you plan to use this? What is some idea or that you need help with? What is some problem? What is something that you're manifesting in your life that you're going to use this tool for? So type and post in the comments below what that is. What is it that you are manifesting? And if you don't write it down, it can't happen. You've got to write it down. You've got to write down whatever it is that you're manifesting, whatever you want. Okay, you need to put it out there. And this is really the best place to really have an open discussion about what it is that you would like to manifest and create in your life. So make sure that you leave a comment for me below. And if you're watching the replay, put the hashtag replay. And if you're watching this live with me, type hashtag live and write your answer below. Okay, so if you like this video, give it a like and be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell icon and share this video. Share this video with everyone. Share it on your social media and let me know in the comments how you liked today's episode and what else would you like to know about this stuff? What is a goal that you are going to manifest using the power of your superconscious mind? Now, also, if you have not gotten a copy yet of my book, Practical Law of Attraction, Align Yourself with Manifesting Conditions and Successfully Attract Your Desires, you can go on over to Amazon and grab yourself a copy of that book today. And I'm also getting ready to launch the next manifesting challenge that I just talked about. And so if you plan to be at the next manifesting challenge, say I'm in and type that in the comments below. And if you have already graduated from a previous manifesting challenge and you plan to be in my advanced manifesting challenge, then say advanced class in the comments below. And so if you're watching this on YouTube, you can join me live on Facebook at my new Victoria Marie Gallagher Facebook page or on Instagram at Victoria M. Gallagher. And if you're watching live from Facebook, then subscribe to my YouTube channel at Hip Talk and you're going to get access to my whole library of videos. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.